What is going on YouTube? It is FlopFish here, and welcome back to the trade results here. And really excited to do these because it's been a 3-day one, and I actually think it's probably going to be the last 3-day one I do, just because although I got a lot of offers, I feel like the 1-day ones or 2-day ones really just are the same amount, and it's just um 2 days less of time waiting, and I can do more trade days with that. So with that being said, let's get underway, and these two aren't going to have any, so we're going to start off at Drew Doughty here. First trade, we got Plekanec, Berglund, and Backstrom. Backstrom I actually picked up today for about 3K. It was about 2.7. Berglund's about 1K. Plekanec 3.5 on him. So 7, 9. It's just not enough value for me there. I'm gonna have to reject it for that reason. It's just not enough for me, so gonna have to reject it. Now this one's a little bit more intriguing here. We got Brent Burns and Smolinka here, and I think this is a fairly solid trade, but I think Doughty might be a little bit better. It's close, so I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do on this one, so I'm gonna delay it for right now. We got 2 minutes left on that. If I miss it, I miss it, but I think I'd have a tough time selling the Smolinka. Now we got Wolski up for trade here. So team of the week here for Grabner, Legwand, and Whitney, and some EA pucks. So Wolski goes for about 10K, 7 to 10K, somewhere's in there. So we'll call it 8K, 9K. So you add Grabner's 2 to 3K, so that's 6.4. Whitney's around 1 to 1K, so that's 7.4. Legwand's around the same, so that's 8.4. That's right in the range that he kind of goes for. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna accept this deal. I need to find a place to put Whitney, so let's just go ahead and let's just because it's going to take a while, because I only have one free spot open actually here. So let's just send all to my collection, and then I know I'll have to put Grabner in my trade pile here, and then I will have to free up some space in my trade pile quickly just after that. So we're back to the Doughty trade here. I really just think it's better off if can I send my collection? There we go, perfect. Let's see. I honestly think I'm better off just sticking with Doughty as opposed to the offer here. It's a solid offer, don't get me wrong. I don't know. I like Brent Burns too, though. 6'5". Haven't had Brent Burns before. It's about a K in puck there, so it is a little bit below value, but I think the interesting thing is that different team of the week here, which is kind of cool, or team of the year. I don't know how much he'll go for. It'll probably go for like 1.5K. So those two combined, it's still below value, but not by much. And I think it's kind of cool getting this guy. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take that. And we gotta hustle up here. Just send it all to my collection here. So bit of a lower value trade there, but I do like Brent Burns, and I think the fact of getting the random team of the year guy for the Pelicans there, it's kind of cool in my opinion. And so we're moving on to the Hodgson trade here with 1 minute left. So we got to go pretty fast here. And Rene Bourque's around 4.5 to 5K. Rutu's 2 to 4K. The Calgary Change team card is around 1.3K, so it's not bad. Combine that with that's about 500. We'll call that 500 right there, 5K between the two there. That's 6.3 and then 6.8, and then the +7 shot's kind of, I'd rather have pucks than the +7 shot, and I think for that reason I'm gonna have to reject that offer. I just rather have the pucks there, in my opinion, and yeah, so that's what we're gonna go with here. Next up, we have Kessler for Callahan and 14K. Although 14K is very nice, and Callahan goes for around 6K, I do think I'm better off with just Kessler because he can reach in the 23K range, and for that reason, I'm going to be out on this trade. It's a solid trade, but I think Kessler, I can fetch a little bit more for Kessler here, especially with the Boston change team card on him. So I'm going to have to reject that offer off of that principle right there. And yeah, so next up we're going on to Patty Marleau here. And we got 2 trades. We got Lombardi, Markov, and Booth, and 14K, which isn't bad at all. Fairly solid trade there. Lombardi's about a K. Markov's probably 2K, and then Booth's probably 2.5K, somewhere's in there. So it's close to 20K there. So, but I'm gonna reject this one because I know what the other trade is. And it's Marty St. Louis, Blake Wheeler, and Gabriel Landeskog, which is a very good offer. It's fair enough. It's probably a little bit below what Marleau goes for, but St. Louis I know is fairly decent in this game, and I wouldn't mind having that right wing playmaker. So I think I'm going to take this deal. And yeah, so thank you for the trade there. As much as I wanted to keep that Patty Marleau, I think this is a much better deal for me here. And yeah, so let's go ahead and let's just send all these guys to my collection here. Just trying to free up some space on the trade pile, just so I can kind of get some here. Next up is a Doughty trade here. So we have, I believe it's Louis Erickson, 500 pucks, and that is just, as much as I want Louis Erickson, it's a little bit too low for me, and I'm gonna have to reject it off that principle. I know Doughty can sell for more, so I'm gonna take Doughty instead of Erickson, and we're going with that. Next up, Patrick Weirkoch, and we got Cronwall instead of Gucci. Cronwall's a player I really want, and I don't even need to look up the value on this one. I know Cronwall goes for around the same as Weirkoch, and Gucci's solid. I think I already have one in my collection, so we're going to throw Cronwall probably onto my roster, actually. Pretty excited for him here, and let's see here. Send to my active roster, just make it easier for him to find him, and then send to trade pile there because he's kind of full, or he's already on my team. So next up we got David Krejci, who's got 3K. That's his actual value, so we're gonna take that trade right there. Thank you for that deal there. Fairly solid trade. Didn't even need to really look up anything there. Saw the 3K pucks, and it's what he sells for. So we'll just stick both of these guys on the trade pile and throw them up for cheap and see what happens. So let's see, nothing on Pietrangelo yet. Luongo, we got Richards, who's about 9K, and Sharps, who's about 9K, so 19K, fairly solid offer on him. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take that deal as well. So Richards and Sharp are both going back up on the trade block here. As I have the Stanley Cup Richards, so we're going to send it to my collection for right now, and I know we're going to have to send the Patty Sharp to the trade pile. So that's not bad there. Fairly solid deal there, so thank you for that one. Next up, we got, make sure there's nothing on the Pietrangelo here. We got the Kadri here. We'll go through and we'll do the Kadri here. This one's pretty funny. I'm sure the person's salary is the exact same. I think the person just wanted to change team to Toronto here for 500K, which I will gladly do because, hang on, let's just make sure again. No training, same salary. Yeah, so that's going to be the team of the year one. We're going to do that trade just because I like the Carolina change team because half of my team is already that, so it helps me out and it helps them out. So we're going to send that to, we'll just send that to my collection for right now. And I'll go ahead and rebuild my lineup after this, but still nothing on the Pietrangelo there. Nothing on the Semin, nothing on the Voracek. Ribeiro has a trade here. Now I do have an option of Phaneuf and 3K, the Stanley Cup Edition Phaneuf and 3K, or this trade. Now the 6K on this is really solid. The Phaneuf goes for about 35, I want to say, which is about what Ribeiro goes for, which is 38. But the thing with this one is I like Weber and I like Bufflin. Backstrom already have one, so that's not a huge deal. Oshie's solid, the 6K is solid, and I think I like this trade's overall kind of potential better. I'm going to have to delay it though because it is intriguing about the Phaneuf one, and it is going to make me second guess myself. So we're going to have to delay that one. We have 5 minutes on that one, so we have a fair amount of time. Hossa trade, we have Paul Martin and Patrick Sharp. So even if he goes for 20K and he goes for 10K, I'm still better off with Hossa. So I'm going to have to reject that trade there. And I'm probably going to list Hossa for sale here. Next up, we got another Patty Marleau here. And we got Louis Erickson and 12K. So this is fairly solid. This is around 20K in total. Already have a Patty Marleau anyways. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take this deal. Thank you for that one. We finally get the Louis Erickson. Long overdue in my opinion. He's one of my favorite players in the NHL. One of the most underrated players in the NHL. So it's cool to add him to my collection now. And we're up on the pucks a little bit now. So the next one is going to be the Marchand, which is going to be the longest here. And I think that's about it here. Yeah, so that's about it for the trades here. So I think we'll just kind of scout out the 7, make sure no one offers him anything here. And then we will get around to the other ones. But most of these guys will probably be listed tonight. I just want to make some pucks here so I have stuff to buy and sell again. And overall, just fairly solid offers. Like I said, I'll probably end up doing another trade day soon. Doesn't look like we're going to get anything there or there. So I think we have time to go through the Marchands here. We have 4 really good trades on Marchand. We have Kiprasov, Legone, and this guy who's a 145K throwaway and 11K. So Kiprasov, 5K, so that's 16K, 17K, more or less there. It's not bad there. Then we have Peverly, Team of the Week, Schultz, and Ladd, so and 3K onto that. Peverly probably goes for around the 15 range, maybe the 10 range, and so that one I think is a little bit low compared to the first one, and I think I'm gonna have to reject it off that reason. We got Team of the Stanley Cup Edition Keith, which is fairly solid. That's 20 plus K on that one. And then we got Simmons and Neal and 1K, which I really like that trade, to be honest. I really like Simmons. I know this might not be the best deal trade value for me, although Neal does make up for a lot. Simmons you can pick up for around 14K. He probably only sells for 10-ish, so it's going to be a tough choice there as well. So I've kind of got to pick and choose which one I want. Ultimately, I think there's one that's better than the other, but let's see. We got 2 minutes left, so let's go ahead and let's look at the Stanley Cup Edition for now, since we got a little bit of time here. He is lefty, and he's on Toronto here, who just lost. That was a heck of a game played tonight. Yeah, so 40, so 35, 25. That's fairly solid. I think we're going to take that trade. Just looking at the prices here, I think that one's probably better off. As good as Weber and Bufflin are, I think they have them pegged at 24K between the two of them. So 24, and then 24 plus Oshie's probably 3K plus Backstrom's probably 6. So that's 9. That's 30. It's fairly even actually. I just think there's more potential for Phaneuf, and Weber can sell for 15K is a problem. That's what's holding me back here. I know he sold for 14, and I know Bufflin sold for 14, which is 28, which changes it completely because it makes this one 34, 40. Man, I like this trade though. I've heard really good things about Weber and Bufflin, but I think the Stanley Cup Edition Phaneuf's gonna get me here. I think so. This is a tough trade. Let's see. Ribeiro's about 30K, so 35K, some 40K's average on him. You know what? I think because this one's here and now, I'm gonna go ahead. Man, this is tough. Because this is a really good trade. This one was in before, and the Stanley Cup Phaneuf was it's a really solid offer. I just wish I had it here right now, which is my problem, and I can't decide on that trade. So I think when you can't decide, it's probably best to take the other one. We still gotta take that deal too. So 6K tonight or 3K tomorrow, and a Phaneuf who sells for 32. Crunching numbers in my head. So that's 3K difference. So I need 3K out of all of these plus the 32. So brings it down to 20. Brings it down to, let's call him 14. 20 brings it down to 6. And then the 3K brings it down. You know what? We're going to go ahead and we're going to take this one. I think because it's here and now. That's why I'm taking it. FNUF, much higher ceiling for sure. But this trade is definitely here and now. And that's going to be the key. So we'll send him to my collection. And actually we'll send all of them to my collection here. And I think I might play a couple games with all of them in here and just try to see what lineup I can get. But thank you for that trade. And now it's on to probably the one with the best offers here. I think we're just gonna have to pick and choose. So this one, Kiprusoff, I know I'm gonna get the same trade value out of this one. Keith, I think, is a better deal overall. And then this is a trade I really like personally. And so it's all really depends on what I want to do. I can take the pucks and run and really not have to worry about anything. But I like Neal and I like Simmons. Those are both two really good players there. Like I said, it's a fairly tough trade. I think I'm going to have to eliminate the first one. I don't know. I like the Keith is my problem. I like the Stanley Cup Edition Keith. I know what he sells for. And I think that's probably my best overall deal here. But I do like Simmons. And I do like the 11K, especially tonight. You know what? We're going to take the Keith. I think the Keith is probably the best pick for me here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to pick him up. And my defense is going to get a lot more stacked now. Send to my collection here. So thinned out the trade pile a fair amount here. Nothing's going on Doughty. Nothing's going on Myers. Nothing's going on Sharp. And nothing on Pagot. So I'll probably just end up, putting a team together here again and going out and playing for some fun. And yeah, go from there. So once again, guys, thank you for your trades, and I should have something up for tomorrow, just maybe a quick 6-hour one again, because those ones work really well in my opinion compared to the rest. I'm definitely going to be listing my Doughties tonight, so stay tuned for that. And Pagot is probably going to be on my roster for right now, and Sharps are probably going to be listed, and yeah, we'll see how everything shakes out here, but I'll kind of see you guys in the next episode. I say a lot if you haven't noticed, but yeah, anyways, guys, as always, hopefully you enjoyed this, and thank you for your trades, and try to do something like this next time. I don't think I'll do a 3-day one again, just because I think the trades in a 1-day is probably the same anyways. And yeah, you guys kind of know what I have, so if you like a player I have, just let me know. And anyways, guys, as always, take it easy and peace out.